I'm Gina.
I'm Christina, and we're the Gorgeous Geeks. And today we're here to talk about Spider-Man 2, or The Amazing Spider-Man 2, whatever. It wasn't Sam Raimi's, it was somebody else's. I had iffy feelings about it.
I enjoyed it for what
I enjoyed it to some degree.
I found out a lot of people who don't know the history, and we're not going to spoil anything for you, but if you know the history, you should know.
It did happen in 1974.
Right, but for people who didn't know the history, they were completely shocked about the ending, and they thought it was just a great twist to the story. And I'm just thinking you guys are crediting a lot of this to the people who are writing the movie, not the people who actually wrote the history, but okay.
Right.
But
I like Andrew Garfield, I liked Emma Stone, I like Peter and Gwen Stacy and their relationship and the romance, and I like him as Peter Parker. What I didn't like was Jamie Foxx at all. Not even.
I thought Jamie Foxx, for the part they gave him, he did.
Right.
He did what he was supposed to do.
They gave him. Right.
That's what you say, but are you gonna say about Halle Berry and Catwoman? Like,
no. You can't even compare those two.
It was so cheesy. He was so cheesy, and for a movie that, like, the first one was more dark and real, and it was cool what they're doing.
But you know what? I actually liked the interaction between, because when you read
between him and Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, I did, especially like at the beginning when he fell and he was like that was hilarious. Like he was like lick and he.
Okay, that was funny.
I liked it when they were in Times Square and he was about to talk him down.
Yeah.
And I know you hate the music part thing about it.
They literally had emo music, monologuing what was happening. Who does that? I didn't like any of the music in the film, by the way. Besides that "No, You're Not Alone" song or whatever. Wait, that's not the song. What that was song? That wasn't the song. It was another song.
Okay, Mary.
Okay, no, I'm trying to.
I didn't care for the score of the whole entire movie. The only thing about the music that I was disappointed in.
Is that the same song?
I don't know what you're doing.
Okay, whatever. It was okay. But he was trying to find out things about his dad.
Okay,
and that's just a popular song. It has nothing to do with score or talent behind it.
Okay, well, the only thing about the movie is that I wanted more of was dubstep, because I've seen YouTube, projects where they've, took dubstep a whole other level that was more in the movie. So I would like to see more of that. I thought it would have been really cool to see it.
Or on a different level of cheesy, but
I enjoyed it. Some people was complaining that it was too slow, that it was too much romance. But
there was romance in the first one, so I don't understand why you wouldn't expect it in the second one, and even more so. Especially if you know.
No. Our sister said, yeah, it was definitely more of a romantic comedy. I could have done without the action.
Yeah, and she's like the one sister that's not like going with us.
Okay, but she really likes the Hulk.
Well, that's because she likes the story between Bruce and.
Well, she didn't complain about the action in that film.
Well, whatever.
I don't know, but anyways, I thought the movie was good. Was it going to be the best this year? No.
Look, Jamie Foxx, I didn't like what they did with Rhino either, and I thought Paul Giamatti's character was completely overdone as well. Okay, I do agree with you. I think he did overact. But I thought it was cool what they did with the Rhino.
I thought it was.
I'm not saying
I was kind of disappointed because I was expecting more.
Yeah, well, just his character and his overacting. The suit, the Rhino suit, was cool, I guess. But back to Electro, his lines are so cheesy, and it was just a quintessential fan gets slighted by the hero, happens to get superpowers, and goes on rampage.
Okay.
Which happened in Iron Man 3 and happened in Incredibles.
But you know what? A lot of Spider-Man's characters, especially back then when they were originally written, were extremely, like, the whole thing was like campy.
But you can't compare that to nowadays superheroes, though.
Especially just compare it to
I understand what she's saying.
Just compare it to the film to its predecessor.
Okay.
If it was Sam Raimi's, which I wouldn't say his were campy, but that would have fitted more in those than this new series that they have now.
I like the fact that with this one, that this character, it was more like Spider-Man, like reading like the comments, the jokes. It was more in this one than it was with the ones with Tobey Maguire.
Okay, he was goofy or funny, but he's
but that's the thing that you love about Spider-Man.
Well, I mean, I do really like Andrew. Yeah.
What?
He'd totally be #1 at Holly High School.
Okay, well that's Holly, not compared to Pontiac Central.
No.
Holly High, Clarkson.
Okay, Pontiac Central. You saying that he would be cool? I mean, cool is relative. Like in which school district?
Okay, cool is relative.
Okay, but but you know what?
Compare Skin Deep Peter Parker.
Hold on.
In that series.
I went to Holly High, but there were kids in that school that were like Peter that wasn't like extremely popular. I mean, but he was also, I mean, people knew him, but they weren't.
Like 20 kids with your graduating class.
I don't want to do that over here. I don't want to do that over here.
Can you name 20 kids?
Yes! It wasn't that long ago. It was just 10 years.
Okay, after this is over, I want you to name 20 kids with your graduating class.
Okay. I can do that. Harry Osborn, I really liked his moments before he went total goblin.
I did. I like he was complicated. I think he was very cool and kind of. I did
like him too. Prior to
and then when he turned goblin, it was like,
I guess
it was like I was.
Only thing that
it felt like it was rushed. It just felt like, okay, the thing with Harry is, it felt like it was kind of rushed. I think like once he became Goblin, it was like boom, 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 boom. Like it was kind of like it was rushed before they had developed him so well to see all that.
The thing about these versus the other one, I know they want to be different because a lot of people consider Raimi's Spider-Man series kind of like superhero gold, especially Spider-Man 2. It's considered to most people, or a lot of people, the greatest superhero, well, one of the greatest superhero films. I mean, I think most people said that prior to the Avengers coming out, and some people still feel that way. I went back and watched Spider-Man 1. They're still great films, and I understand trying to do things different to not have it compare too much, but to me, I'm like, you really got rid of Norman that fast, and why not have Uncle Ben say, with great power comes great response? There's just some things that I don't understand. And it's like, how long are you not going to have Jameson in a film?
I would like to see, one thing about these new films though is seeing how they're doing it different. Because he did have a slight, interaction with Jameson, and I thought that was hilarious.
That was funny.
And I'm just waiting for the moment where they actually reveal this Jameson, and and they alluded to all the characters they're going to bring into the next film when they do it, and I'm curious to see, I'm curious to see how they're going to do it and what they're going to do. I think they're making some smart moves. Those Spider-Man movies are like 10 years old. You got a whole new generation watching them. Watching these new ones, and this might be their first experience to the Spider-Man films, and so I think I think what they're doing is smart, and I like where they're going, and it's completely different from the other superhero movies, because a lot of these other superhero movies, I mean, you go into a superhero movie now, you expect to see great special effects, and no matter what, and it's really hard to top other ones, and so I think what they've done in this one is more of a character, emotional driven story, which is what
with great special effects.
Yeah, so I think
like the whole scene that happened at the end.
The scene that happened at the end.
I mean, that was like, even though I knew it was going to happen,
it was beautifully done.
It was.
I totally disagree about the character driven stuff. I mean.
Well, I'm mainly talking about
Norman Osborn. What about Dr. Octopus? You know, or just his relationship with Mary Jane in the first movie when he was at the hospital and she said, "Well, what did you say to Spider-Man about me?" Watch that again. Watch it again. And if you're talking about newer generations, when I have my babies, I'm going to show them Sam Raimi's and say, "This is golden."
You listen to me, kids. This is what you're gonna watch.
They can watch the other one. I just think a little kid would.
I'm gonna walk up to your kids one day and be like,
so much brighter.
When you have kids, I'm gonna walk up to them. I'm gonna say, "Honeys, what are your favorite movies?" Mommy said that we have to like Spider-Man too. What about Mommy said Spider-Man too? Mommy said Spider-Man too. Sound like some
I don't know if I like Spider-Man 1 or 2.
The seeds have been planted.
I never made
that
distinction.
It was implied. One thing that kind of bugged me in the movie a little bit was when Peter was like going through the air and web slinging and stuff. His costume in the back was kind of like scrunchy. Like it didn't seem like it fit good when he was like falling down and stuff and swinging. And I was like,
you mean because like the fabric was waving, it wasn't like tight, super tight fit? Is that what you're talking about?
Maybe, yeah.
Because it wasn't like that super tight fit and it had like some room?
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't dislike it. You disliked it?
Yeah, there was just some parts of it. I was just like...
Spider-Man suit doesn't do that.
Well, it's not just that. I mean, I can't say what Spider-Man's suit really does because I've only seen it in comic books. I mean, you know, but it's just like, like in that, I kind of see better looking costumes, I think, at Comic-Con.
Well, another thing they alluded to Sinister Six showing up and but how it's looking like it's gonna happen, I don't know. I just don't want it to be. I know they can't rehash the same stories, but there's so much history in the other ones that they did right that I just don't want it to be, I guess, too much. I kind of wish they would have maybe referenced Mary Jane for a hot second, like there's a part when he's not, maybe, you know, with
like when he saw her at school or something, because they did all go to school together.
No, just when he wasn't like with Gwen Stacy in the movie, maybe, you know, Aunt May could have said, you know, there's, you know, such and such as niece, and he's like, oh, I just broke up, Aunt May, or, you know.
Yeah, I think that would have been smart. I was actually kind of expecting that. Yeah. You're saying, you know, my friend has this, you know, niece, you know, like, maybe she said she, yeah, I completely agree. Because I was kind of hoping, like, oh my gosh, is this going to be, like, the leeway? Are we even going to see the, you know, you just hit the jackpot tiger moment.
Right.
And so, especially at the very end of the movie, you know, I was expecting that. But maybe they're just saving that for the next one. But I thought that'd be cool if they already had that and to give, like, the audience some hope. So.
Yeah. I know the theme was hope, but I just didn't feel too hopeful during the movie or at the end.
But you know what? One thing they did capitalize in this movie was like the severe tragicness that goes along with Spider-Man's life.
Yeah, right.
And like, cause you read Spider-Man. One thing about you read Spider-Man's life, and you read X-Men. You read about, you know, Bruce Banner. I mean, there are some really like hardcore, depressing, can these guys ever get a break type of moment.
Yeah,
and I think that they did it better in this movie than they did in the Sam Raimi's.
Yeah, that is true.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing that's disappointing that Jamie Foxx's character just kind of blew the whole atmosphere.
I don't think it was as bad as you say.
I don't think so either.
I really don't. I really don't.
No, it was kind of awful. You'll know my name. What is your name? Electro. Like, it was awful.
That was awful. Starving Batman.
It was bad. It was bad like that. Yeah, it was bad. With the close-ups with him and the doctor, I'm like, who directed the scene? Because it's different than the rest of the movie.
Okay, now that part, it was kind of weird because the doctor kept going, ooh, oh, and it's just like, what are you doing, doctor? Like, what's going on?
I just don't understand how they could do all these core characters right and then blow everything else. Who's the villain in the first one? The Lizard.
The Lizard.
Doc Connors.
Doc Connors. Well, that was alright,
but you know, but still, that was even that relationship he had with him in that for Doc Connors in the first one, and then that's what I'm saying. Like, I just that whole tragic thing is there. Like, you just feel sorry for this guy, and I feel sorry. That's one reason why people root for Peter so much. He's that underdog that just keeps going under and under. You just want him to just get a break and have a happy life. And you know, and there are moments with him and Emma Stone that really reminded me of that time period when in the comic books in Amazing Spider-Man when when Peter and Mary Jane had broken up and then they had like gotten back together, were trying to work on themselves and get back together. Like they had a lot of like really cute moments in the in those scenes. I really believe that was written by Michael Straczynski. Yes, and I really enjoyed those moments, and I like really like in the movie it just seemed like it was kind of like the same thing, and it felt really good. Really loved it. So, well, anyways, tell us what you think. And get back to our website. Check us out on Facebook, The Gorgeous Geeks. I'm Katrina.
I'm Gina.
I'm Christina, and we're the Gorgeous Geeks.